We are supporting the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in the grid connected rooftop solar program specifically, and we have other areas to work on, which I'll talk about in our presentation as well. We are supporting the state of Uttar Pradesh into supporting for the development of the phase 2 program. And a part of this particular assistance, we are also organizing this workshop. The idea was raised by CE UPCL, that she wanted that installers should also participate and share your concern, your challenges, so that this can be highlighted with the stakeholders, and she can take it forward as well. So I see we already have 42 participants. So without wait, I'll just go to the next step. Many of you might be aware what work we are doing in Uttar Pradesh. I'll not talk about what we are doing in across India, but I'll specifically talk about Uttar Pradesh as well. So when I talk about EU-India TCP, we started in 2014, and the project has supported Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Solar Energy Corporation of India, International Solar Alliance, and now specifically since 2016, we are specifically working with the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy into various activities and various programs. And currently, we are supporting the grid connected rooftop solar program. We are also helping the ministry in waste to energy subject. We are supporting the solar street light program into various IT tools and framework development. And we are also working in the domain of PV recycling and eco design. So soon our project will be expiring in September, and we're expecting an extension, and we'll be making you aware if we work after September as well. This program is completely funded by the European Union. When we started the phase 2 scheme, we were asked by the ministry to have a specific focus on capacity building. And since the project, the phase 2 scheme was taken over in September, October, when the guidelines came in August, we designed a specific training program for all the DISCOM officers so that we can have an effective implementation of the program. So we started with one of the training programs at Noida Power Corporation Limited. This program was done in October. We did a couple of training sessions, and we trained the officers over there. Later on, we continued the particular stream, and we did some training sessions for Purvanchal in Varanasi. And we also did training sessions for UPNEDA officers and dvvnl. So covering up all those areas and also supporting in the organizational aspects, IT tools, we come up with the idea that we should organize certain workshops where we can have an interaction with DISCOM officers, and we can make a interaction between all the stakeholders so that the issues which are being faced can be highlighted. So in that particular focus, we organized this first workshop, which was organized on 10th June. You can see some picture from that workshop. The main attendees were DISCOMs, and there was participation of UPNEDA as well. They presented the 60 megawatt rooftop scheme to the DISCOMs so that they are aware what the scheme is about, what the terms and conditions are. And the demonstration of the rooftop solar portal was also done to the DISCOMs. Later on, EU-India TCP presented the administrative requirements which MNRE has for the phase 2 scheme so that everything is streamlined. So coming up from that part of time where we had 100 and 200 kilowatt installed at that particular time, madam, I'm really happy to tell you, and maybe you're already aware, everybody's aware, that UP is very aggressively progressing. And I took this data in the morning from the IT head at UPNEDA, and I've been informed that already 6 megawatt of applications are in pipeline. And I think a lot of them are coming very soon. So this is very progressive step. So 1.3 megawatt is actually the JCRs have been submitted and is specifically said as installed on the portal. And I think soon it will be progressing. And I'm really happy to inform all of you as well, with the support of Viralika madam. We were able to execute 200 net meters in past 3 weeks. This is a very big achievement. I think she's really working hard and supporting all of us to make this scheme really expedite and extensively work out, and we should have some good solutions. So thank you, madam, for this. I think I will be thanking you on behalf of everybody who is participating. And when I talk about specific status to DISCOMs, I think MVVNL is progressing really well. They are already about to achieve 1 megawatt of installation, and I think others are already coming up in the row. So I see that in coming weeks and coming month, maybe we'll have a good status to tell to MNRE, and I think it will be into progressive area. So maybe we can also represent for the subsidy amount and all things can be continued. So regarding the agenda for this particular meeting, we have certain points. I have listed down certain points because I've been in the part of the group where we come across a lot of questions, a lot of queries, and also there were some queries listed by the installers to me over the email which I asked for this workshop. So I've listed down a few that we are expecting from this particular meeting for 1.5 hours. We are expecting that we'll be we'll be trying to address all the issues which are faced by the installers. We have already listed down a few, and maybe we will, if we have time, we will take up some questions from installers which have participated as well. Plus, we will talk about challenges which are faced by the DISCOM. We should not forget that they are also new to this particular program, so they might also have certain challenges which we should hear, we should understand, we try to resolve. Plus, we will also talk about some IT tools which UP already has. Maybe they are already progressing to develop for this implementation. And we'll also talk about way forward for the standard operating procedure. We have been discussing, madam, about it yesterday. I think this is the time where we'll discuss a bit and we will develop something. So we'll also mention about it. Now, I have listed down a few major points which are in detail present in the Excel which I've shared with you. But there are a few points which I think installers have been focusing and telling about, and even DISCOMs have been taking care of. So I've just highlighted here. First thing is the technical feasibility report. Everybody has been talking about they are getting some issues in getting a technical feasibility report. So this action has to be taken by the DISCOMs and UPPCL to see how we can make this expedited, streamlined. Plus, then there is an issue talked about net metering configuration and installation. I think we have to aggressively talk to the energy meter facilitators, whoever the firms are, if it is a ESL or L&T and maybe the other firms. DISCOMs and we together have to talk about it. The third thing, major point I've learned is that joint commissioning report is not being signed, and it is not clear for the DISCOM officers at various places that who should sign it or when it should be signed. So I think this has to be talked about. And later on, after the metering is done, the problem is that many of the people have highlighted that incorrect energy billing is being done for the consumers, and they are facing a lot of problem. They come out later on and it is not being resolved. So I think it is not just a problem with DISCOM, it can be a problem with the billing software as well. We have to check how we can resolve this with the billing software which is already existing. And lastly, I think there is another major point is we need to have a standard operating procedure within the guidelines and the prescribed mandates of UPERC. So we have to take some suggestions from MNRE mandate, and we can also see some UPRC mandate and combine it to form a standard SOP which can be followed. So I think from my side, I have put up these things to cover up all the major challenges so that we can address, and madam will be taking these things over with the DISCOMs as well.